Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heal Your Heart, Heal Your Body with Marina Crispy. Today is episode 45. Today is just a spare of the moment. Something came over me that I wanted to share and talk about. Today is National Suicide Prevention Day, Tuesday, September 10th. 2019. This month is Suicide Prevention Month. Friends, I really stress and share this with you. If you can walk and raise money, if you can go talk to people, if you can just say hello to someone or tell them that they're loved and tell them that they're beautiful, could change their lives. As many of you know, my mother-in-law took her life in my presence. She drank a bottle of soda with 1,700 milligrams of tramadol in it and chewed every last one of them while I was driving a vehicle and she was sitting in the passenger seat next to me. So friends. And I knew she wasn't feeling well. And I was taking her to doctor after doctor after doctor. And I needed to revisit this because in my healing of such a traumatic event, I was blaming myself. I had guilt, I had anger, I had shame, and I needed to forgive myself and give myself that space of knowing I took her to every doctor I could take her to. Every doctor. This was long stemmed trauma in her life. Many years of mental illness. And the littlest things could trigger her. Age spots was this time. The time before was nose hairs. And yes, she had every nose hair waxed out of her nostrils because she felt like they were too long. And they were turning around and everybody could see them outside of her nose. Mental illness is serious. It needs to be addressed, it needs to be discussed, and it needs to be priority. If you know somebody or yourself that is dealing with it, my friends, if you are dealing with it, reach out. It's not something to be ashamed of. I have a family of mental illness. It's not something to be ashamed of. Get with the right practitioner. Get with your church, folks. Get with somebody who can help you. Don't be ashamed of it. Who cares? You're most important. Your health is most important. Not what Mary's talking about or Jimmy's talking about, because it's not their problem. It's yours. You need to heal you as if you would have to heal a broken leg, as you would have to heal pneumonia, as you would have to heal any other illness in your body. Mental illness needs to be healed. And I know some of you are like, oh, I'm not talking about this in my church. Maybe you've had an issue with your church. That's fine. Don't go to your church. Don't go to your pastor. Maybe you have an issue with God because it's something that you're angry with him about. It's okay. He's got big shoulders. He can handle your anger. He can handle your whatever you're mad at him about. He can handle it. Go and speak to him about it. Speak to him about it, because you know what? Every single last one of us have gotten mad at God for something. If something didn't go our way, or if we got sick, or if we had issues with whatever our issues are, whatever yours are, whatever your trauma is, whatever it is that is causing you to feel this way, he's not mad at you. He loves you no matter what. I was angry at him. And I'm going to be truthful with you. Why would my mother-in-law do such a thing in my presence? Was she punishing me for something? Did I do something wrong? Did she hate me that much? It was all about me. But it's not about me. It was about her. It was about her. Once I switched it and I learned that this wasn't about me at all. It was all about her, how she was feeling at that moment. So I want to bring you to some scripture, and I'm going to share this with you. In Isaiah 41:10, the text says, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteousness, my righteous right hand." He will hold you up. He will give you the comfort. Find the right person to speak the right words over you. If you had an issue at church where you were hurt by the church, go to somebody else. Go to a therapist. Seek therapy. Work it out. Do some trauma work. Friends, there are a lot of places for you to go to get the help that you need. And if they put you on medication, it doesn't mean you have to be on medication forever. It means that right now, at this moment in time, you need it to get you through the hard part. Don't think you're worth less now that you're on medication. Do you know how many people have been on medication like this and they hide it? No need to hide it. If it's what's going to help you to get through it, to heal, to get where you need to go to the next point in your life, then that's what you need to do. You are so worth more than to feel shame and guilt over having an issue with depression, anxiety, panic. Find the right source that's going to help you. Find that person that makes you feel comfortable enough that you are able to open up and lay it all on the table. Write letters of forgiving people for who have harmed you. Do the work to save you. You are loved. You are beautiful. You are amazing. You have so much to offer the world. You are amazing. Those of you that have survived the loss of somebody by suicide, I feel you. I know you. I know the pain. I know the anger. I know the frustration. I know the whys. Why did you do this? Why did you leave us? Why did this happen? I know all of it. I've walked it. I've felt it. I've been there. I get it. You too need to seek counsel. You too need to either walk with God and have Him help you heal. He helped me tremendously. Tremendously. Maybe you weren't in the same situation that I was present in the event. How come I didn't get the bottle out of her hand when I was driving and I was trying to? Why didn't I pull to the side of the road? Why did I just drive home as quickly as possible because I was only 6 houses away from my house? These are all the things that I played over and over and over in my head. When the detective questioned me 3 times of what happened when she was with me. I was being investigated because I was present in this act. Whew. There was so much at one time. I get it. I know your feelings. I know what you're going through, but you need to heal you. You need to talk to somebody. You need to get with a counselor. You need to work this out with God. You need to forgive yourself like I had to forgive myself. Because I didn't like myself. I didn't like myself at all. And I was angry at myself, and then I felt bad because I let my husband down. There was like a ton of emotion there. I let her down because every doctor I took her to didn't help. You know, it was just one thing after another, and I was putting it all on me. And it wasn't about me. It wasn't about me. It was about her. They really don't want to leave this earth that way, however way they choose. They do not want to leave this earth that way. It's just in that split second, friends, they can't go on another minute. And let me share this with you too. Most of us hear that if you take your own life, that's it, you're going to hell. Absolutely not. God knows where they were at the moment in time. He knows the hurt, the pain. They weren't even themselves at when it takes place. They're safe in God's hands. They are safe in God's hands. Pray for them. But you need to also do the work. You need to heal you from the hurt, from the disappointment, for feeling let down. If you're a wife or a husband and your spouse did this, from the abandonment, for all of those feels. I get it. I understand it. It sucks. But in order for us to have good mental clarity, to have the healing in our hearts, because when we don't heal and we hold on to these things, friends, we gain weight, we stop taking care of ourselves, we don't feel like we should feel because we're blaming ourselves for things that we didn't do. Or if it was an incident that you were connected to and the reason why they did it, you cannot blame yourself for that. Even though it's very easy for us to blame ourselves for it and take blame, you can't. So pray, get quiet with God, seek counsel. And I know you may be angry at God right now, but know He's always got your back. He never leaves you and He will never forsake you. He will be there through the screaming, through the crying, through it all. He never leaves you. Never. And I can stand for that, because since my mother-in-law's passing 6 years ago, and we're going on the 7th year, my relationship with God has just grown and grown and grown, because I needed Him to get me through parts of my life that I didn't ever think I was going to get through. So in Jeremiah 29:11, God says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, not harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." His plans are never to harm us. His plans are never to take someone from us in situations like that. His plans are never to punish us. His plans are to give you a hope and a future. Love the person that's gone. Talk about it. I'm going to share here in my house. My husband doesn't speak of his mom and dad. He really doesn't. He doesn't speak of his mom because she took her life. And to me, I think that's more of an injustice. You need to speak of them. You need to speak of the good, of the bad. You need to talk about it. It needs to be open lines of communication. I have worked with families that have lost loved ones from suicide, and they now don't want to talk about the person because it's too hard for them to talk about it, because they hurt so much. Why do they hurt so much? Because they're trying to figure out what the hell they did that they weren't able to stop them. They're trying to figure out, where did I go wrong? Where did I mess up? How come I didn't see it? How come I didn't do this? How come I didn't do that? Why did they leave me? Why did they do this? Why so long? Why? They don't want to face it, so they don't talk about it. They sweep it under the carpet. They walk gingerly around the topic of the person and their passing. And that's even more disheartening, friends, because when you're trying to hide it, when you're trying to walk around it, when you're trying to walk around and pretend that it didn't happen, or you're afraid to bring the person up because it might hurt somebody's feelings in the family, talk about it anyway. Because those people who are trying to hide it, trying to not speak of it, trying to walk around it, trying to pretend it didn't happen, they are hurting inside. Part of them has died. In order to give them life and to give yourself life back, is you need to talk about it. You need to heal. You need to love the person who's gone. You may be angry with them for a little while, but it's okay. Let them know that you love them. Will we ever have complete answers? Absolutely not. Is that what we need? No. Some people think that we need the answers to... Sometimes the people think that we need answers so we can have closure ourselves. No. How much you knowing of why they did it is going to give you closure? Probably not. And I can say, no, it's not. Because their reason behind it is going to make you think, why didn't I see it? Why didn't I jump in and save them? Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? So it's going to cause more of the woulda, shoulda, coulda, wouldas on yourself, which is going to cause more anger, more sadness, and the healing gets harder. The healing gets harder. So a couple of things that I do with my clients who have walked this walk, and I've had to do it myself. So this is a journey that I took on my own. I needed to write to my mother-in-law. I needed to let her know how I felt. I needed her to know how much I cared about her. I needed her to know how much I cared about her. I needed her to know what's going on in our lives. I did all of that. That was part of my healing. And once we release all the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and we release all the anger and the frustration, that's when we can allow the healing to begin. Friends, it's not easy. It's not easy. But it's a process. It's a process. And if any of you are contemplating, if any of you have thought about it, if any of you are in a situation right now where you don't feel safe, call the National Suicide Hotline. Get the help. The national hotline number is, I have it right here for you, is 1-800-273-8255. Friends, if you are with somebody and you know that they don't feel well enough, and you know that they don't feel safe in themselves and you don't feel safe, call the number for them. Call the number for them. If I had known what her plan was, I would have dialed that number immediately. Instead, I was dialing 911 from my car and asking them to meet me in my driveway. Call Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 800-273-8255. You can even call 911. They'll send somebody over right away to speak to you. And somebody will continue to talk to you online, on that phone call, until somebody reaches your house to get you to safety. Because I know today you really don't want to go. I know today that you don't feel loved, but you're loved. So many people love you. So many people care about you. So many people think you're awesome. You have so much to give to this world. Pray. Ask God for to get you through this. Ask God to take you out of the darkness and bring you to the light. He is the lamp of the light. He walks with you. He is with you. You have to trust him. Even if you had trouble in church, and you don't believe that God's there for you anymore because of whatever it is that you walk through at a church service or from a church member or whatever. Friends, I'm not talking about church. I'm talking about God. He's not a religion. He's not a church. He is your Father. He is your healer. He loves you more than you can even imagine. So reach out. You can even reach out here to me. Reach out right here. Send me a message on my page. Send me a message. If you need help, you send a message to me and I'll be more than happy to talk to you. I'll be more than happy to jump on with you. I'll be more than happy to pray with you. I will be the one to make the phone call for you. But I don't want you to feel like you're alone, because you're never alone. Reach out. Sometimes that's our hardest thing, is when we're in this place of depression. And please believe me, I've been in a place of depression before. After these things have happened and my life has walked through some windy roads. And I never asked for help. I always had to be the strong one, and I always had to be the one to take care of everyone. Sometimes it's really good to just say, hey, I need help. I need help in this moment. I need somebody to talk to me. I need my girlfriends to come over and have a cup of coffee with me and to laugh and to watch a funny movie or to reminisce about old times and do silly things and have that time. But you need to raise your hand. I know it's difficult. I know it's hard when we're in this place to ask for help. You don't have to be Superman. You don't have to be Wonder Woman. Raise your hand and ask for help. Seek the help that you need. Whether if you're a survivor or if you're somebody who's in that dark moment now. Raise your hand. Ask for help. Don't try to do it on your own. If you need to, you can reach out to me right here. We can talk. If you need more than that, I'll make the phone call for you. But remember, you're loved, you're beautiful, you're amazing. The world needs you here. You have so much to offer this world, whether if you don't feel it right now or not, but you sure do, because you know what? If you're still here, God got you here for a reason. So he's asking you to raise your hand and get the help you need. And if you're dealing with the loss, get your help too. Heal yourself so you can be a light and a vessel for somebody else who's walking through what you walk through. So friends, this is September 10th, 2019, Suicide Prevention Day. Go make a difference in someone's life. Let them know you love them, even if it's a stranger. Let them know you care, even if it's a stranger. If you haven't heard from somebody in a while, reach out and just say, hey, I've been thinking about you. I just want to see how you are. That's doing your due diligence. That's for you to let people know, because we never know what people are walking through in their life. We never know if that phone call, you just saying, hey, you were on my heart today and I just wanted to see how you were. You don't know how that's going to turn someone's life around. And remind them how loved they are, how needed they are, and how beautiful they are. So today and for the rest of this month, make it a point to make a difference in someone's life. Also, for the rest of the world, make it a great day for somebody else. It's not about us. It's about how we can serve others. Let them know who they are. Let them know what they mean to you. Let them know that they're loved. Let them know that they're needed. Let them know how awesome they truly are. Even if you change one life a day, that's one life saved. Make it a great day, people. I love you all. And if you need to, message me. I'll put the numbers in the description on this to let you all know in case you need them. Be well. Be safe. Love you. Bye.